Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Boni and today we're going to talk about 18 essential habits that will help you completely glow up and reinvent yourself by 2025. So, we'll touch on mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical aspects because true transformation is holistic. So, let's get started. So, let's begin with the mind because that's the powerhouse that shapes our reality. Here are some habits that will shape and elevate your mental key. Number one is morning affirmation. Now, start your day with affirming positive beliefs as this will help you set a powerful tone for your day. I actually have a bunch of cards that I use which are right here. So these are like bunch of cards that I use and these are all affirmations. I'm going to read few of them to give you an example on how I start my day. So let's start. The number one thing I say is I am protected, I am loved, and I am grateful. So this is the number one card that I've read. The another one you can just pick like randomly, or you also get a lot of affirmation on the internet. You can check that, or you can just make your own affirmation on which part of life you're struggling. The second affirmation that has come to me today is I am thankful for the small moments of peace and calm throughout the day. The another one that I have is today I take actions my future self will thank me for. Let's do another one, like a last one. Let me just pick random. Let's pick the pink one. It says, I deserve to live the life of my dreams. Now, these are some affirmations that I read out loud in the morning to set that powerful tone, which will set me for the morning and will give me like a good start for the day. So, that is how I start my day, and I would highly encourage you all to start your day by doing this morning affirmation. Number two is mindfulness practice. Spend few minutes in meditation, or you can just sit in one place and meditate and actually focus on your breath. This will really help you stay calm and help you stay grounded. This is extremely simple and this is something that you can do. Number three is lifelong journey. You would have already heard about it that till the time you go to your grave, you have to keep learning and educating yourself and evolve, right? So, all I want you to do is pick a topic that excites you and learn about it. Join a course or just look at YouTube or any other platform that teaches you about it and just learn. I've been currently discovering a lot about Ayurveda, their diet, how they live, and what are their practices. And I'm thoroughly enjoying all the practices and everything that I've learned so far. So, that is something that I am still discovering and I'm learning each and every single day. So, I would highly encourage you all to pick one topic that you loved. It could be anything as simple as going for a Zumba class or hitting the gym or just dancing or singing or coloring. Anything, just pick that topic and just learn and evolve and just grow. And this will really, really help your mind to stay calm and will make you feel so, so happy. Number four is daily journaling. I know that आपके पास टाइम नहीं है, आप बहुत busy हो, but then I really encourage that you sit down and write down your thoughts. This will help you declutter your mind and set a clear vision and give you a clear picture, and it really really helps to free your mind and just helps you throughout the day, and it also gives you like a good night's sleep. I do this like every night, so when I put down my thoughts, I know that there has been a lot of negative things that have also impacted me. So when I note or make it a point. It helps me to remove the toxic thing, and I exactly know where I have to head to, and it really, really gives me like a clear picture. So this is something I would highly encourage you all to do it in the year 2025. Let's move to section number two, which is emotional health. Now, this is again extremely, extremely important. So, the number one thing in this I have for you is saying gratitude or writing down things that you are grateful for. So, each evening I sit down and write three things I have been grateful for today, even if I have had like a chaotic day or like my day has been messed up. Honestly, if you sit down and think about the three things that really worked out and you're grateful for, it would really change the way you look at life. For example, if I have had like a chaotic day, there has been client who were, just not very good. There have been people who were like, demotivating me and all of those. But when I sit down in the evening and write down, I remember the morning hug and the kiss that my husband gave me. And I'm very grateful that he is with me and always cheering me. So that is number one. Number two is I was able to eat my lunch in all of this mess that was going on. Again, there are not a lot of people who get a single meal, so you would know that how fortunate you all are to have the food that you have, right? So be grateful about it. Likewise, you can sit down and write three things you have been grateful for. Like, do this every single day, and this little practice fills my heart with so much of positivity. So next one is set healthy boundaries. Saying no when essential and protecting your emotional being is super, super essential. I have learned this over time, but this has helped me so, so much. Saying no was like a dream, and I thought that would never, never happen because I am that kind of a person who would not say no, but I learned it the hard way. But when I did, I thought I have just like there's this tick mark in the bucket list. So if you do that, it really helps you, and you feel so, so good emotionally, and your brain feels so, so calm. Next one is cultivate self compassion. Now, what does this mean? Don't be hard on yourself. It's all part of the journey. Just be very, very gentle on yourself. Even if you have made a mistake, just forgive yourself like you forgive others. It is so, so important. I have again learned this the hard way because I give a crazy task and deadlines to myself, and when that doesn't work out, I just panic, and then all my hormones are all over the place, and I just mess it all. So in this scenario, what I do is I just be a little gentle to myself. This also comes with practice. So when you do that and forgive yourself and be a little um uh good to yourself, it will be all worth it. Next one is self reflection and seeking for help. Now, all I want you all to do is sometimes when you're very, very confused or a lot of things are going around in your mind, all I want you to do is, or this is something that I do. I just sit down in one place. I probably just write things down so that it helps me figure out things. Or if I think that there is someone who can actually help me, I seek for help. I call them up, I talk about it, and if this is this person who's very supporting, and you know that this person would help you to get out of it, then you should surely call up this person and speak, because it is very rare that when you speak to people, they are going to cheer you up or help you. That's very rare in today's world. But find your people, seek help, and reflect on all the things that you have been doing. Either you can sit with yourself and figure it out, but if you're not able to and it is creating a mess in your life, then please seek for help. You can either go to your friends or family, or to that one individual who really is your safe space. Section 3 is spiritual habits. Now let's focus on our souls. Spiritual habits actually brings in a lot of peace, purpose, and connections to our lives. Number one here is spending time with nature. Either you do like a walk, you can either do a walk in your society, or you can actually go for a walk in the garden, or you can actually sit by the ocean if you're fortunate enough to have like an ocean near your house, or just sit by yourself, and it will actually help restore your mind. It will actually help give you a lot of perspective. It will really calm your mind and your soul. It is extremely important to take time off from your hectic schedule and spend time with nature, because it brings in so much of clarity and so much of connection. You feel alive, you feel so good. I cannot even say that. Just hearing the waves of the ocean, or the trees moving around, the breeze of the air, I mean, these little things just impacts and actually helps you to get ready for the next phase of life. Next one is daily reflection or prayer. All I want you all to do is just sit down in one place, take time from your busy schedule, and just prayer. Give that 1 minute of prayer, just give that 1 minute of silence to your day. It would really change the way you look at life. 60 seconds, that it. If you can spend more time, it is great. But if not, just sit down for good 60 seconds, and that 1 minute of silence would change so much in you. But if you're someone who chants or just says your daily prayer, just sit down and chant or prayer, and it would really work wonders. It will actually help you discover your own self. It will help you to reflect on yourself. It is extremely important. This is actually a grounding practice which actually brings in a lot of clarity and a lot of peace. Next one is explore spiritual literature. If you're someone who's not into spirituality, but you really want to work on yourself, I would highly encourage you all to at least start to read something, or the best way is to listen to podcasts which actually is based on spirituality. It will give you so much of insights about life. Spirituality will just enhance your life. You would know that you have to prioritize yourself, and there is so much more than the regular work that you do. There is so much more out there, and you really need to understand there is so much of powerful things out there, and what you're seeking you can actually get through spirituality. You've been doing super hard work but nothing is working out. Take some time out, read or just listen to podcast to start with, and everything is going to change. Next one is random acts of kindness. Now, this is extremely simple. Just being kind to people can actually brighten someone's day and honestly uplift your spirits. It's extremely simple to be kind to people, and trust me, at the end of the day, even if your boss have yelled on you, or your mother have yelled on you, or your husband or wife you have had a fight, or your child have not listened to what you have said. When in all of these, if you be kind to someone and not put your anger across to someone, it will instantly uplift your spirit, and looking at that random person's smile will make you so happy that you'll forget about all the negative things that has happened and impacted you. This is something that I've been practicing from a very long time, and it has helped me. And I really want you all to cultivate this kind of habit in your life, so that by the end of 2025 you're going to be such a great human being. Now we have come to the final section of the video, which is physical habits, extremely important for our day to day activities, right? So let's dive in. Number one is regular physical activity. Now it's up to you, like which practice you want to adopt or take. I personally enjoy yoga, so that is something I really do because it really calms my mind. It really helps me with what I exactly want. If you're someone who loves, you know, hitting the gym, or even for that matter going for a Zumba class, it would be so great. Adding to it, please indulge yourself in strength training, because as you're aging you really need to do strength training. It will really help you. This is something that I have been on it. I really want to start strength training. I did it for couple of months last year. It was so good. I mean, when I was lifting certain things, I was amazed that my arms were not hurting or my legs were not hurting. Then I understood the magic of strength training. Do that, it will work wonders. If you're very confused to from where you have to start with either yoga or simple as strength training. That's it. The next one is nutritious eating. Now, this is extremely crucial. You can have your cheat day, but I don't believe in cheat days. Honestly, I just eat what I feel is right, but I take a lot of conscious decision when I'm putting anything in my stomach. This I've been practicing from last year, which has helped me. So for example, when I was in Hyderabad and Goa, I have had like a lot of food, even though it was like good food like biryani and stuff. Still I had it in moderation, and when I came back I made sure that I have to eat healthy and home cooked food. This is something that I prioritize. Very important to know what you're putting inside your body, because what you put inside your body is exactly what is going to be shown on your skin, and this is exactly on how you are going to feel. If you're going to put a lot of carbs inside your body, just carbs, it is going to make you very heavy and make you feel very tired and lethargic and lazy. So extremely important to have balanced diet. So please take care of your health, and please note to whatever you're putting inside your body. If there are two things that I would say y'all to cut down, would be number one is sugar, and number two is processed food. Please do not indulge yourself in a lot of sugar based foods and processed food, because it is harming your body so bad. Please take care of yourself, and please take care of your body. Third one is stay hydrated. Look who's speaking. I struggle to complete one bottle of water each day. I have made it a point that I consume lemon water, lemon tea, cucumbers, and then mix water with some kind of strawberries or lemon or cucumber, so that it gives me like a refreshing touch to it, so that I consume it more. Drinking water would not compensate to drinking juices and your coffees and teas. Water actually helps to cleanse your system. So it's extremely important to hydrate your body and stay clean. That is what I would say. So all I want you all to do is that check how much water intake you should have. It could be 2 liters, 2.5 liters, 3 liters. It depends on your body weight. Also, whenever, that is something that I've noticed, whenever you feel that your mouth is dry, which means your body is asking for water. So whenever you feel that your mouth is dry, just sip in water, because it would really help you stay hydrated, or else your body is going to feel dry and you are going to feel so lazy and so low that day. So, the next one is sleep. I have said this multiple times. Prioritizing sleep is very important and extremely crucial, because sleep helps you recover and repair your system. It will really help your digestive gut, it will really help your mind, it will really help your entire body to function better. So it is extremely important to give yourself, your body, a good 7 to 8 hours of rest. So please make sure that you do so in the year 2025. So, next one is skincare. When you are putting yourself out there into the skincare journey, I would highly recommend that you be consistent. No product is a magical product that is going to work in 5 days or 1 week or 2 weeks. You have to give it a solid 21 days to see if there is something working. And also, the products do mention that sometimes each of the product also takes about 3 months to 6 months to show up results, as simple as retinol. So please make sure that whenever you're trying skincare, be consistent with it, because if you just throw it away saying that it is not working out for me, which means that you had not been consistent. Please give your skincare a minimum of 21 days to see the results and then decide if the product is working or no. So for this, I would say just be consistent with your skincare journey. And the last one is mind your posture. Good posture actually helps boost your confidence and support your overall health. This habit actually makes a lot of noticeable differences. By the way, I would also like to highlight that people also judge you based on the posture and the way you look. That is a clear hit reality that you all have to accept. The way you sit, the way you carry yourself, the way you dress, what you wear, especially your shoes, how you keep your hair, how well you keep your hair tidy, your breath, and all of these things are so important. And if you carry yourself extremely well, those kind of people are looked up to and respected. That is what I have learned over years working in corporate and owning my own business right now. It is extremely important. Work on your posture, not sit like this. Be straight, have eye contact, and just dress well. I'm not asking you all to go and get expensive clothes. I'm just trying to say is go get good clothes and make yourself presentable and just look the best version of yourself. So, there you have it, 18 habits to reinvent and glow yourself. These are extremely minute things, but it is going to help you in a long run. Trust me, it is going to be life changing if you start practicing. Please do not push yourself harder for it. Take each day, take it extremely slow, focus on each day. Do not rush in doing all of these and indulging and incorporating all of these habits all in one together. Keep it slow and it will all work out. Remember, transformation takes time, but each step will bring you closer to the better or best version of yourself. And with that, let's end this video. I really hope that you have taken something out of it. And if you did, all I want you to do is like, share, subscribe. That's the drill, and it would really mean the world to me. And I look forward in meeting you all again very, very soon. And if there is something that you would like to highlight about this video, or if there is something that you want to tell me that you have incorporated in your life, just put that in the comment section, because we will learn with each other, right? So this would really, really help. So yes, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Love, love.